Alright, so I'm starting out with some foundation just to even out my skin tone. I'm going to be using the Max Factor Miracle Touch Liquid Illusion Foundation. Now I'm going in with my eyebrows. I'm using the NYX Duo Brow Cake Better. And obviously, as you can see, I'm just filling my brows in. Just the same way that I always do. In fact, pretty much my foundation routine is the same thing I always do. So taking a quick spoolie and just blending it in. Now putting it down my face just to take down any shine and obviously to set the foundation. So now I'm using this random eyeshadow brush. I'm going to be using this black shadow from my Smoky Shishi palette, which we all know that Shishi colours have no specific name, so just this black tone I'm going to be using it to start to map out the star that's on her face. So I'm obviously starting between my eyes and just working my way down my nose bridge and then onto my cheek. So just beginning to make the point right above my lip, well next to my nose but above my lip. Making the next one and the next one. So now I'm just bringing this Kesha up onto my forehead. So I'm going to be making 2 points here. You don't have to worry too much about the starfish being uneven because the reference picture I was going off by, which I will insert the picture of where I was going off. Although it was a side face shot, like a side eye shot, her starfish wasn't too even either. So now I'm just taking it in on my temple, and I went all the way into the hairline. She actually had a bit of hair covering the shoot, but I could still manage to see the extra little star point. So now I'm going in with my neon palette from BYS with this blue colour Electric. And I'm using my Real Techniques Deluxe Crease brush just to cover up majority of the face, or majority of the star. And it will look a bit blotchy at first, but I do go back to blend it. I just want to fill it all in there at the moment. So I'm trying to get myself as close as I can to each of the points, but I do actually end up going in with my Duo brush, which we'll see pretty soon, just to get closer to the edges. I was using the very edge of this brush, but it just wasn't really doing me justice. So now I'm using my Duo Ender brush from Artiste. So it is quite important that you get really close to the line just so the star sits very, very quite bold, even though I'm in the reference picture and I'm just having to cut myself off. Here I'm going over my eyebrows a little bit with a bit of blues left over. As I was saying, in the reference picture she had a very, very bright blue star, but it's only because of filters and Photoshop and etc. and whatever makeup she had on. But for me, I'm just going in with a basic blue. So I'm taking it close to the edge as possible. So I'm also taking it under my lash line and top of my eyelid, just to give my eyes some colour, or eyelid actually. So now I'm going in with a white shade from the same palette called Vivid, just to help brighten up the star, because technically she had a lot of sparkle or glitter technically on her face on the star, but because I don't own any, or my sister doesn't own any glitter of this particular shade, the white shade, I had to compensate with white eyeshadow. But if you have glitter, white glitter, or even very light blue glitter, then bonus for you. I don't, so I had to make do with white shadow, which sort of worked. So I do end up going with 2 different whites, and one of them was shimmery. Right, so now I'm going to go in with my BYS line, and yes, I did make a bit of a mistake there, but I do go back to fix it after it. So I'm just going to be doing a very, very, very thin line, and of course a very long but also thin wing. So now I'm going to go in with my Great Lash, so it's a bit blurry here, I didn't quite realise that. So I'm going in with my Great Lash mascara, which I don't always use mascara, and she wasn't wearing any false lashes in the picture, so I didn't either. because I'm going to fill in my lashes. It didn't feel weird because I've been wearing lashes a lot lately, so it didn't actually feel weird to put mascara on. So I'm also putting up my bottom lash line. So now for the normal-ish side of the face, I'm going to be putting some blue shadow on my eye in a cat-like shape, as you can see me sharpening up on the edge and taking it underneath my lash line. I didn't actually put any primer on, but make sure you do that if you don't wear it out. So now I'm actually going with some silver glitter from my Chi palette from the Smokies line, and some black just to help deepen it up. That's pretty much going all over. Then I'm adding some shimmer or highlights on the brow bone, and then blurring it all together. Now, I'm sorry it's blurry here again, but I'm going to go with the same liquid liner. Going in with the Great Lash again, and this time I managed to get in perfect focus. So I'm of course going to be working out on my lashes, top and bottom. And now for my next jumbo stick I meant to say, in Milk, I am going to be filling my lips in just to make the blue very, very vibrant, which I should have thought about this trick when I was doing the star. That would have just brought the whole thing to life even more, but I didn't quite think of that. But you live and you learn. So I am just putting it on my lips. I'm sort of tracing up my lips first and then filling it in. As a reference photo, she had a very light blue. So I'm going to go with the same blue electric. And the more I pat it in, the more softer and more sky or baby blue that blue gets. So that was a bonus. And honestly, this jumbo stick unfortunately made my teeth so yellow. So make sure that you have pearly whites before you do this, especially if you're going to be smiling in photos. So just make sure it's all even on my lips. And that is it for the makeup look. I'm just setting it in spray. And that is the final look. So thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you all for my future videos. Bye guys!